Well, Raine, first of all, congrats. First T20 fifer. How does that feel?
No, it feels amazing. I think, personally, I was really disappointed with how I bowled last night. So, back-to-back games aren't always the easiest. You got to try and pick yourself up, but it is just that format. It's a cliche, but you never know what's going to happen on the day. You just got to come with a positive frame of mind and hope for the best at times. So, today was my day. I was really happy with how I bowled, and you need a bit of luck to get some wickets, but today was the day.
And then looking on today, back when you kind of see the pitch, was it a very obvious decision to, if we win the toss, we're going to bat first?
Yeah, so we'd watched a bit of the women's game just before, and they'd bowled a lot of spin and looked like the ball was turning. It was our understanding it was a used pitch. They used it in their last game as well, so we thought we wanted to get a score on the board. Our discussions while we're out there, like David Benningham's innings was ridiculous. He came out and hit the ball like no one was really timing it up until he came out. So our discussions throughout, we always felt we were quite over par. We thought it was a 160 to 170. That was a really competitive score. So we felt we were getting above. To get above that was a hell of an effort with the bat. Anytime you come here, there's a reason these lads have been as successful as they have over a number of years. So any win you get here is amazing. But we're thrilled with how we played throughout.
You mentioned Bedders there. How much confidence does he give the team knowing that he can play innings like that and give us so much momentum?
Well, he is fundamentally a red ball cricketer, and for us he is a red ball cricketer, but he had some unbelievable success when he was playing for us a few years ago. Before he played for South Africa, he plays a local. He opened the batting, him and Graham, and it was one of the best opening partnerships in the North Division. So we knew him coming back in, even though he hasn't played much T20 in the last few years. We know what he's about, and he's shown that last couple of nights he's played some really good knocks. Today was special because they bowled really well at the top of the power play. We were under a bit of pressure. For him to come out and play that innings really, took the game away from them early, and then from them we did feel like we were on top, not from his innings.
Looking at the interval, what was the overall feeling? That it was a very good score, and you were obviously very confident in defending it?
Yeah, we felt we had a really good score, but obviously there's an awareness of the batters that are in their lineup. There's a lot of lads in their team that play white ball cricket, 2020 cricket, T10 cricket all year round, all around the world. So we know they're even though a reasonably young team, but the experience and expertise that's in their team is phenomenal. And again, that's why come the end of this year they're going to be right up there as always. So we knew it was going to be a tough job. And as you saw, they did push us and they played some really good knocks. Young Bethel's not there again was brilliant as well. But we knew that was coming. It wasn't really a surprise. We just knew we had to keep our cool, keep taking wickets, and as I said, we knew we had a really good score on the board.
You mentioned there's a bit of a cliche, and today was your day. Was it just kind of you picked up a fair few bowls? Was it just taking the pace off the ball and trying to deceive them that way? Yeah,
so I was thinking about it because I watched their innings. Obviously, I batted a little bit, and I was like, I think I had a good idea of what I wanted to kind of execute. So then I ran up, and I think it was my first ball actually. I bowled a cutter and it spun. So from there, I kind of knew that. In my mind, I was like, I know what to do. I'm going to go mainly pace off, and then it's the opposite. People kind of change their pace up to feel about. So for me, the change of pace today was to go quicker, and luckily for me, when I did go quicker, they just happened to miss it and hit the stumps. So again, you do need a bit. As soon as that ball leaves your hand in this format, you need a little bit of luck. Even if you execute exactly what you're doing, lads are good enough to whack it. So today, luck was on my side, and I'm glad for it.
And then finally, we had two opening results that were pretty disappointing, but we bounced back with two very strong ones. How important is this now to keep this roll going as we move on to next week and games against Leicestershire and Notts to come? Yeah,
I think it is massive. I think those first two games they happened on us quite quick. We went straight from red ball cricket into that against two good teams. Lancs and these, as I said, they'll be right up there at the end. It was a tough transition straight from 7 weeks of red ball cricket into that, and we hold our hands up. We didn't quite nail that with two really poor performances. We had 4 or 5 days where we get our heads together and get into the swing of things with some white ball cricket. And even though I thought we were pretty good tonight, I still think we've got another yard in there. We've got something else we can improve on and keep improving. And as this tournament goes on, I'd like to see us continue this format and perfect the things that we can.